Hey everyone, welcome back to String Cheese and Applesauce, where today we're going to unbox and build this Lego movie set, Emmet's Construct-O-Mech. Now this is the Construct-O-Mech that he builds towards the end of the movie and helps destroy or get through the defenses of the micromanagers. So if you haven't seen the movie, oops, I just spoiled it for you. But anyway, ages 8 to 14, 708 pieces, set number 70814. Looks like it comes with four-ish minifigures. It's really, Emmet is one. You get two of the same mech skeletons. So you see he's got a mechanical face, and then uni-kitty, which is brick built. So it's not really a true minifigure per se, but we'll go with it. Check that out. Okay, so this is what I like to see. I like to see the instructions in its own cardboard backed bag. This ensures that the instruction books don't get bended, folded, or any other way destroyed. We do have one sticker sheet. And we have, move that little bag out of the way, a bag 1, a bag 2, a bag 3, a bag 4, and a bag 5. So I like, interestingly though, it's only one instruction book. So some of these medium to large sets usually come with multiple instruction books, especially ones that coincide with each bag number. This one is not the case. This one is one instruction book. You do all the bags from that one instruction book. Alright, so let's go ahead and empty the contents of bag 1. Of course, there's a small bag inside of bag 1 and another brick separator that I can add to my growing brick separator tree. There's all the small elements. And the first thing looks like we're going to build is Emmet and our skeleton mechs. So this is Emmet. He's got the happy face and he's got the serious, I'm gonna do some damage face. It's like, oh yeah, oh yeah. That's what that Emmet is saying. And our skeletons, zoom in a bit. Each skeleton is exactly the same. They're light bluish gray with the light bluish gray arms that are just straight variety. And they have their angry face on. So that's one. There's two. We're not going to look at the skeletons in too much detail right now. We'll do a review of the set. We'll zoom in and look at both of them. Well, I guess we would just have to look at one of them. Alright, so let's go ahead and put together Angry Kitty. So we'll start with some 1x1 tiles. We have two of them. these go on the bottom of this printed arch piece. And I'm kind of OCD when it comes to putting on these 1x1 squares. I like to line them up perfectly. And the arch is pretty cool. It's printed fire on 3 sides. This side over here doesn't have fire on it. So we'll use the side that doesn't have fire. We'll put the tail on there, so that covers that up. And then we have the round stud with Angry Kitty's angry eyes. Oops. Need to put the So typical with all the uni-kitties, the head doesn't stay on too well. It does have the 1x1 round stud with the hole in the middle. So that's how we're going to get the little unicorn on there. Did I use the right one? Nope. So we have 2 of them. That's an extra one. I accidentally put that one on as her neck piece. Alright, so there is Angry Kitty. Put that over there with the other minifigures. And let's start our build. I'm doing a slightly different camera angle today, so I'm going to have to make sure that I keep everything in view for you kids to see what's going on. For these. So this is using a lot of yellow pieces and light bluish gray pieces. It's everything you would see in the construction vehicles in any given Lego city. So that's where the color scheme is coming from. We're using a little bit of these Technic bricks. You can see there's a brick with a pinhole and then a brick with an axle hole. So we'll probably be attaching some sort of Technic elements to this chassis or whatever we're building here, which is a good thing. It's going to help give it a lot of stability. And probably all the play features as well. So here's the first little Technic piece. You can see it says brick with a little Technic pin. And this is a non-friction pin. So it goes in and kind of wobbles a little bit. Add some plates on the top, help tie it all together. Okay. 1x2 plate with 2 of these light bluish gray studs on it. Got 2 of them. Okay. Couple red corner bricks. Couple more Technic bricks with axle holes. And plate. Bow. Slope. More bricks with pinholes. And these bricks, these are little joint bricks that have a little click hinge, kind of right in the middle, a click joint. So this looks like we're making the kind of the body. So you can see we kind of, this is like shoulders, and this is the shoulder joints. And down here, this is where the legs would attach. So that's kind of what we've got so far. Next up is 2 more slopes. And some inverted slopes in black. Handlebar. Now we're going to build 2 of the same piece here. Alright, both of these attach there. So that kind of looks like shoulders. All right. All right, so that is it for bag number 1. We had all 4 minifigures. And we have this, well, forgot a piece or two. We have basically the body started for the Construct-O-Mech. We do have some extra pieces. Most of them are for uni-kitty. A few for the little droid skeletons. So let's go ahead and get into bag 2. We're not going to waste any time. Bag 2 is a lot more yellow, which I will get used to in this set because that's mostly what's in here. Yellow and light bluish gray. Small bag and the big bag. Put that to the side. And here we go. Alright. So the instructions indicate that we're going to build 2 of these next elements. So I'm going to do them both at the same time. It's something that I like to do if there's multiple things that the instructions call out to build. You don't have to do it that way. I find it a little bit easier just to get them both done. But you can do it however you want. Got 6 of these black modified tiles with the little slots in them. I like to call them little grill elements. 6 on each, so that makes 12 total. Quite a bit of them. Okay. Building 2 identical things really makes the pieces go through pretty quick, or get them all used up pretty quick. So this is pretty interesting, this little round cylinder with the Technic pinhole, and then we have this red plate with a Technic pin on it that we like that. So the red pin actually connects into one of those pinholes on that little cylinder. And we'll put a 4x4 light bluish gray plate on top of that. We have these little 1x1 modified plates with a little tooth on it. So the tooth is hanging straight down. Now we put another corner plate inside of there. Of course, remember we're doing 2 of them. Alright, so that is both of them, and we bring back this body part that we started, and it looks like we just attach it just like that, one on each side. Make sure to turn it over and make sure that all the studs are all pushed in there pretty good. Okay, so that's the kind of the beginning of the body. You can see we still have our little shoulder joints and the joints to put the legs on. Alright, so we flip it over and we have a yellow brick, some inverted slopes, and some of these inverted tiles. So there's studs on the top and it's smooth on the bottom. Those are cool pieces. I like those. It's basically a square flat version of the round one that we've had for a long time. I like the square one. Alright, next up is some plates, and then some plates with a Technic pinhole. Add this over here, and you can see we're continuing to add Technic pinholes along the side here, kind of where the leg pieces will be. Next up is a 4x4 plate, some jumpers, some more of the little black grill pieces. Levers. Wonder if this will be the cockpit area for Emmet. Okay. So this comes down and attaches. There we go. So that is the little cockpit area. So you can see he can stand on those jumper plates and then have the controls. So here's a clear, round version, kind of what I was talking about. It's kind of dome shaped though. So it goes on the bottom because it has the studs on the top, and then it's smooth. Alright, so this looks like it's the top portion here of the Construct-O-Mech. It's part of the front cockpit. Next up is the actual cockpit area, or the safety bars to lock you in the cockpit. Some round, clear tiles. A couple of these bars with stops. Although I've noticed lately that these are getting really hard to put in the holes. I don't know if that made the mold a little bit tighter on these bars, but they don't slide in the holes very well anymore. Or once you get them in there, they're really hard to get out. To these attached, there's some little clips right here on the top, and then this little clip piece just attaches right to those. And you can see it's got the lights right here on the front, those little clear pieces. And then we're going to make a couple more lights. These domes. And the plate, and these attach. One here. One right there. Couple gauges. There. And right there. I don't know if you can see that that's a little crooked, but it is, and that's gonna bug me, so I'm gonna fix it. There we go. So once again, some more extra pieces. All small stuff that could potentially get lost. That's where we're at after 2 bags. So we are on to bag number 3. Some wheels rolling away. The little rubbery tread pieces. I see a lot of Technic beams in here. And look at this. This bag is practically all Technic pins. A few axles. And some plates. Alright, so next up is some little legs. I'm going to build one leg. It looks like they're going to build 2 legs, but they're going to be opposite hand, which basically means they're the same, they're just mirrored. Which is what I'm gonna do. If you're following along at home, if you're trying to build this at home with me, then pay close attention because I'm actually going to build both of them, although they're part of two separate instruction pieces. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to mirror the second one. So whatever it tells me to do on one, I'm going to put it on the opposite side on the other. Let me move some of these wheels. They're just rolling around everywhere. They're going to all get away from me if I don't move them. A lot of wheels. All right. Got that out of the way. So here we go. Right now it's been symmetrical. There's been nothing to mirror. Now we're getting into the not so symmetrical. So you see I put those two in this side, and on these I'm going to put them through the other side. And then this beam is attached on that side per the instructions. And this one I'm going to attach it on the inside. Are you following me? So I want to keep explaining it. I'm just going to keep on going. Alright, so they're still pretty symmetrical. The only things we've had to do opposite hand are those two beams. All good so far. Ready to finish bag 3 in no time with this method. Some 1x3 tiles. 1x3 tiles are pretty rare. We don't get too many of those. Alright. So here's another piece that we'll have to do opposite. No problem though. It's all good. Now closing it off the other side. Alright, now it's time for the wheels. There's going to be 6 on each, and each one has these 3 long non-friction pins in them. Remember, we're doubling it, so it's 12 total. 12 wheels. Last one. Last one is the best one. There we go. And our treads. There's a little groove or a little indentation on the inside of these. They fit perfectly right here in this groove, this wheel. So they were designed for this wheel. Or the wheel was designed for them. Whichever came first, chicken or the egg. Doesn't matter, they work together. Right? Now, we're going to make the little axles that connect these to the body. Which consists of two of these monster things. And this one's going to be tricky to do it opposite hand. Alright, so there's one, which goes, oops, I even need more. There's a lot of Technic pins on this one. Alright, so I'm going to stop there so I can build the other one and get it right. Because remember, I have to do it opposite. Okay, there's both of them. The first one goes like that. Turn this. This one goes like that. Okay, that was the trickiest part so far. Now we have another little sub build. We need to make two. One's going to be opposite. Doing a little advanced building. If this is too advanced for you, just follow your instructions as normal. Add a little fender. The slope. Fender with a slope. These. Okay, so this one, turn this way, and it attaches there. That one goes there. Okay. Next up is two more. Slightly different, slightly the same. Almost forgot I was doing it backwards. Some more 1x3 tiles. And some dishes. Satellite dish. Not dishes for the kitchen. Okay, so this one is done. And we turn it like that. So all the way around, so we're turning it around. Advanced building here. Just like that. And right there. Very good. Next up. Did I skip a whole page? Oops, I did skip a page. Alright, I'll come back to that after I finish this step. So we're going to turn it back around like this. And they want these down even. Alright, one more little piece to make that I accidentally skipped. And these two are actually identical. Using our little 1x1 plate with little teeth molded on them. Alright, and each one of these attaches to the front, just like that. Alright, so there is our two Lego pieces. Bring our body over here. You can see they just attach right there on the side. 1 and 2. We got them both done. At the same time, now we're going to build a little piece that goes in there. Once again, 2 identical pieces. Oh, I see I missed a few tiles there. And these just go all the way in there. So it gives it the look of a couple joints. So that's where we're at so far. We've got the bulk of the mech done. Now we have the arms to do. So we're going to stop this video for now. We're going to do a part 2. It's going to be the arms and everything else. It's going to include bag 4 and 5. So thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the second part. Check out our other videos, and we'll see you next time.